me, Gabby. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I am bringing back, I think it's episode 3. I don't know. Whatever episode this is my book recommendations video. So these are all the books that I actually read in 2023. I'm pretty sure. I think there's one book I read in 2022 that I didn't do in my last video. So I'm gonna be doing them by series. Let's get started with this video. Before I get into the series books, I'm gonna start off with the books that are alone books, or the books that I don't have the complete series to, which are these 3 books, which is Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey, The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. Sorry if I'm butchering that. And then Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. This is actually a series, but I don't have the complete series, but it's still gonna be added in here. Let's get started with the first one I read to the last one I read. Let me refresh my memory. So first book I read in 2023 was actually Window Shopping by Tessa Bailey. And guess what, guys? I went in the February book signing that she had in February 4th, I think. And I got this book signed by her, and I'm so happy. But basically what this book is about is these 2 characters. Stella, the other one is named Aiden, kind of has a tough past. I'm pretty sure it's mentioned in the first few pages, and for that reason no one's hiring her. No one is giving her a chance. Immediately as they see that on her application record, it's like, you're shut down, don't work here. Or just her dream is literally to do window displays. She just can't accomplish that because, you know, she has a record. I don't remember how it went, but I think she was looking at someone's window display, and the owner walked up to her, which is the main character, Aiden, and he was like, do you like what you see, or something like that. It was something along those lines, and I think she ended up applying, and he took a chance with her knowing about her record. Little romance sparks from there. But I genuinely love this book. I gave it a 5 out of 5. I don't know, it was just a cute, sweet, short book. It is spicy, by the way. Compared to other books, you can tell it's really short. So the tropes in this book is, oh, my favorite trope. I always mix it up. It's the good boy, bad girl trope. It has kind of a slow burn, but I would definitely recommend this book. Next book is The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I'm so sorry for butchering that. This is the book. This book is about Shay and Dominic. Shay, she's been producing, I think, for over 10 years or something, but she has wanted to always have her own show, but she's never been able to, so she's always been the producer of someone else's show. And then she proposes a new show to her boss that's called The X Talk, where in this show she's with her supposed ex, and they're just talking about their relationship. They're answering questions from callers. Thing is, they're not actually dating. It's a fake dating trope. So with her and Dominic, after a while they get invested, you know, the show pops off, she's exactly where she wants to be, and slowly she's falling for Dominic. As the show gets bigger, it's also a precaution of their show ending, because since their show is built up on a lie of their, you know, relationship, they could get caught, so you don't know how that would end out. I gave this book, I think, a 4 out of 5, 3 out of 5. Honestly, I would say 3 because I didn't connect with it, but it was a nice read. Next book is Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. What is this book about? This book, honestly, if you know this book, if you've seen this book, if you've been to Barnes & Nobles and you've opened the book, this book has pictures of they will look like that throughout the entire book, so you'll get visuals of the scenes. I didn't really like it too much because I like to picture the characters the way I see them in my mind, and just seeing them on here is it just threw me off in a way. If you don't want to read it because of the comic, this is your point to skip to the next book, so it will be right here. But this book is about 2 mafia gangs. It's the Griffins and it's the Gallios. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, my apologies if I'm not. They've been battling for control in Chicago, so you know, mafia wise, and something happens that I think it's the Griffins. Is it the Griffins? No, it's not. It's the Gallios. The Gallios, they crash the Griffins party, so they don't mix at all. They don't like each other at all. Ada is the main female character and Allium is the main male character. Somehow something happens in there, a really big event. Griffins found out about it, and they're just arguing back and forth, and then the parents come to an agreement of an arranged marriage. So it's basically an arranged marriage trope. I feel everything kind of happened really fast in a way. Maybe that's why I read it so fast, because it just kept hooking me. I don't know, like this book is like cracked, to be honest. I don't even know. I give this book, I'm gonna give it like a good 4 because the hook, it's not much like a big plot twist. It just kept me going hooked. Like I literally read this book in a day. I'm not even joking. Like you guys think I'm joking, I'm not even joking. It is spicy. That is Brutal Prince by Sophie Lark. Now we're gonna move on to the series books, and we're gonna move on to a little bit of a traumatizing book this year that I've read actually. It's the Cat and Mouse Duet series. This is honestly a dark romance. Triple, quadruple dark romance. I would say read the trigger warnings, please. They are at the beginning of each book. Like literally as you open the book and as you're going through it, don't skip to the first chapter. Read the trigger warnings, please. Hello, where are the trigger warnings? They are literally here, I promise. Important note, read the important note before you buy the book or before you buy it online for both books. But to explain these books, starting off with the first book. This book is a stalker type of book. I did not read this book alone. I paired read this book with one of my friends. We were like so shocked every time we would read a chapter because we would read up to a certain chapter and then we would be like what the heck did I just read? This book is basically about the two main characters in this book is Adeline and Zaid. Basically, Adeline is a author. She's an indie author if I remember correctly. She has this book signing at this bookstore or whatever, and Zaid is, I think he walks by and he sees her and he just becomes obsessed and he ends up stalking her. He just basically, like in the title, he haunts her. So he basically is just like right there, like leaving her notes, leaving her red roses, leaving her this and that, and and she's like scared. She goes to the police, but obviously they don't do anything, and like she puts security cameras, but obviously he gets like through that somehow, some way. She's like slowly falling in love with him, whatever. At the end of this book, it ends off of like a major cliffhanger, and that continues on to the second book, which again, please read the trigger warnings. I literally recommend, I cannot recommend enough to read the trigger warnings. Read them in depth. Read them word for word, letter for letter, space for space, please. And it follows on to this book, which is Hunting Adeline. The titles have such like on point meanings, and this one, so again, trigger warning. They're very like explicit, like what happens like during that entire process. And this entire time, Zaid is trying to find her. He's hunting her. It doesn't end off in a cliffhanger, I'll tell you that, but she's like with him, she's safe, but obviously she has trauma. I don't even know how to end off this book because there's no words for it. The Cat and Mouse series by Carlton. I would recommend buying them on Amazon. Again, on my Amazon storefront there, it's down below, or go to Amazon if you want to buy it. I would recommend buying it online because if you go to like the actual store, and for one, they may not have it because I don't know if it's like banned, and for two, it's cheaper. In person, you're gonna buy it for $30, and online you're gonna buy it for like a normal price book, 17 or something along those lines. But yeah, guys, that is the end of this book recommendations video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and comment down below. I hope you guys enjoyed my book recommendations video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.